is always so good that we enjoy having them back throughout the year. If you have a finished meeting, feel free to go ahead and continue. But in the interest of time, we'll go ahead and continue with our program. So feel free to keep meeting and move on to the next steps. To set the tone for the evening, we'll first hear from one of the young men who participated in the Scout program that many of you worked so hard to provide. Aniq Chunara is the Eagle Scout from Troop 758. He earned his Eagle in 2015 and currently serves as an Assistant Scoutmaster. He has been a great example and role model for the rest of his troop. He has attended all 4 high-adventure bases and earned 8 Eagle Palms. He truly embodies what it means to be an Eagle Scout. Aniq is currently a senior at Plano East Senior High School and in the International Bachelorette program. That is it. Clearly I was not in that program. That's the best laugh I've got all night. Aniq is currently on the varsity Plano East tennis team, debate team, and an attorney for Plano Team Court. In addition, he is an intern for a law firm in South Africa and has furthered his passion for law and politics by being accepted to the Harvard University Summer Program. So thank you, Aniq. For accepting the invitation to speak at tonight's dinner.
As I dived into the bone-chilling water, holding my breath for every extra second, I came up for air and thought to myself, how have I made a difference? I finally engulfed a huge breath of crisp Canadian air and told my crew to begin canoeing toward shore so we could set up camp. That night, my fellow scouts and I sat around the campfire, and one of the younger scouts asked, how many merit badges have you completed? I answered, 112 now, but I'm going to finish them all. He gazed at me and said, I also want to accomplish that many. Good evening, parents, Eagle Scouts, leaders, and respected guests. First things first, I'd like to congratulate all the Eagle Scouts here who have earned the rank of Eagle within the past year and hope that you all view this accomplishment as an opportunity to grow. There are 8 years between me and the beginning of this journey. 8 years of frustration, experience, excitement, but greater than those 8 years are the years to follow. Many think that the journey for scouting is over when you get Eagle, but it's only a new beginning. I grew up in a small town of 412 people called Angus, Texas. The passion for exploration has always gushed in my blood, so it became no revelation that I came in courtship with Boy Scouts. Scouting provided me with a platform for leadership. At first, my journey through scouting was a steep uphill climb. Although arduous, I treasure the countless 2-hour journey with my parents to come to meetings and events. As I continued to grasp knowledge, I became an influential leader in my troop. I was cognizant that some people aren't as confident to take part in these activities. This helped me aspire to encourage and inspire my fellow scouts. For example, when opportunities arose to take part in national high adventures, I was usually one of the first to prepare. And when selected by my troop to lead our troop's crew to Northern Tier High Adventure Base, I was ecstatic. To teach scouts to use map and compass gave my life direction. To guide scouts in learning how to put dining flies up gave my mind refuge. To instruct scouts how to canoe the boundary waters kept my spirit afloat. To foster the courage to survive in the wilderness with only the basic necessities of life gave my life meaning. After becoming an Eagle Scout, I continued to render service to the community that raised me to be a courageous, open-minded, and confident leader. The opportunity to give back to the same community that raised me once was the reason I was motivated to earn 8 Eagle Palms. Just as all of you have completed, my Eagle project was creating a foundation for 10 of the benches at Plano East Senior High School. And this was in order to prevent the area underneath the benches from becoming muddy and eroded after a storm. Through each of our Eagle Scout projects, we're all able to learn and implement many of the skills that we've gained through scouting and complete something that will be helpful for our community and for our schools and for our nation as a whole. An Eagle project is something that you will always remember and will be a token of your hard work. and your dedication to scouting for years to come. Now that I've spoken about my journey through scouting and my Eagle Project, I'd like to speak briefly upon my greatest scouting achievement, earning every single merit badge. My journey to achieve every single merit badge started as a goal. It was a goal set by myself and one of my scout mentors, who has been part of scouting for 54 years, Mr. Larry Candy. 8 years ago, I made a promise to myself that I was going to earn every single merit badge. Finally, I've been able to accomplish that feat. It's from a great deal of support from my leaders, Malik sir, Rupsi sir, Akbar sir, and Nasser sir, who are here today, as well as my proud dad, mom, and sister, and my fellow scouts that I've been able to accomplish this goal. As I achieved a multitude of merit badges, I was able to reflect on an important aspect of my journey. It's the application of knowledge which dictates true leadership, for knowledge alone is futile. The application of the skills that I gained and lessons I learned is what allowed me to succeed in hiking 84 miles in a week, in surviving 10 days in the Gulf of Mexico, in leading 12 crew members through 10 days of canoeing 109 miles in the Boundary Waters. Achieving every merit badge allowed me to discover a multitude of different career pathways and areas of knowledge. However, most of all, it has taught me that through dedicating myself to 3 key aspects of success, practice, and perseverance, I can achieve any goal that I put to mind. I've realized that just like a merit badge, life requires passion, tenacity, and investment. I've learned that completing a requirement is not always possible. However, through dedication and perseverance, the goals that we set in our life are achievable. I believe with merit comes modesty. Although my merit badge stash may be full, I know I have immense room for growth. I will continue to treat life as I treat each merit badge, an experience to grow. Therefore, scouting was my way of laying down a foundation for a path to success in the future and hopefully for others to come. To me, the Eagle Scout rank is more of a launch pad than a final destination. Through scouting, I've gained many new skills. There are lists of positives: hope, courage, confidence, and one which is wholly apparent now: identity. I cannot imagine who I would have been without what I've experienced. Each adventure stands in my mind fresh and vivid, heavy with meaning and warm with fondness. And as I piece them together and place them one after the other to form an 8-year thread, I've discovered the most important thing the scouting program has given me: a childhood and a sense of identity. It's the same realization that Lord Baden-Powell had made over 100 years ago when he said, and I quote, "The spirit is there in every boy. It has to be discovered and brought to light." As I look to the future in 4 years of college, I see many goals which I look to achieve. I have a deep passion for politics, environmental science, and economics that I look to pursue in the future. Till this day, I'm still on the path of trying to accomplish and pursuing my grandest dream of becoming the President of the United States of America.
Why not?
I view these goals as opportunities to define ourselves by the ability to overcome the impossible. And when we count these memories, these moments when we dare to aim higher, to break barriers, to reach for the stars, to make the unknown known, we count these moments as our proudest accomplishments. However, we cannot forget that we are still pioneers, and we've barely begun. Our greatest accomplishments cannot be behind us, because our destiny lies above us. What we do today as Eagle Scouts in our troop, in our community, and in society as Eagle Scouts is what will be exemplified in the future. When I earned the Junior Assistant Scoutmaster position, it provided me with a greater view of the influence I had. Throughout my journey for Eagle, I had set the bar for my troop and my community. I would like to believe and hope that my continuous dedication in leading our troop and even being one of the only Scouts to achieve every merit badge all brought the best out of the Scouts and the community around me. Now, as I look back on that canoe trip, I realize that my contribution wasn't my achievements, but the inspiration and dedication they characterized in motivating all the other Scouts around me to aspire for their own dreams. As I stared glaring into that fire at the campfire, I realized that just like a fire gives off sparks, my enthusiasm, dedication, created the sparks necessary to inspire the others around me. After all, when I look at this hall full of Eagle Scouts, I want you to always remember and characterize what the Eagle Scout rank stands for: inspiration, perseverance, and a legacy to service. Thank you.
so much for sharing those thoughts with us. As you noticed when he spoke, he mentioned that he's one of the few scouts that has earned all 139 merit badges. So we have a plaque and we would like to commemorate him and congratulate him for that accomplishment. I also don't want to delve into politics, but I think it's safe to say that if he was involved in the tickets on either party, it might be pretty interesting. He might probably get my support. Also, it's probably a good thing he's leaving for college because I would prefer to have him presiding up here next week. He's very eloquent.